Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not.
You know what I learned from being on a panel with a whole bunch of older Black American people and people that have traveled around the world in the diaspora, right? Older Black Americans, even some Black American, even some not Black American, even some non-Black American Black people that travel around the world. Nigerians go into other countries pretending to be Black American to get treated better. That's not even here in the United States. They go around Europe and Asia pretending to be Black American to get treated better. If that's not cosplaying, I don't know what else is. So you're telling me the reputation of Nigerians are so bad that they ban Nigerians in other countries. So your solution is, instead of fixing your perception, whatever you got going on in Nigeria, you pretend to be us and to propagate a negative image of Black Americans around the globe. That's actually crazy.
It might be crazy, but it is a real, documented social pattern. Now, a lot of people won't touch this topic, but I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to do it clearly and respectfully. There is a growing pattern where some Africans, especially Nigerians, go abroad and pretend to be Black American for better treatment. And the problem is when they behave rudely or disrespectfully, the blame falls on us. This is not about attacking all Africans. I want to make that clear. This is about protecting the reputation of Black Americans because we are tired of being held responsible for behavior that isn't ours. Let's start with the facts. In multiple countries, from Europe to Asia to the Middle East, there are documented cases of African immigrants, particularly Nigerians, claiming to be Black American. Why? Because globally, Black Americans are treated differently. People may stereotype us, but they also recognize our culture, our confidence, our influence, and our Americanness. Meanwhile, African immigrants often face harsher scrutiny, suspicion, or stigma. So some individuals try to blend in as Black American to avoid that. Here's where it becomes disrespectful. When someone pretends to be Black American and then acts rude, loud, aggressive, or entitled, the locals don't say, oh, that must be a Nigerian pretending to be Black American. No, they say Black Americans are rude. And that is insulting because Black Americans are raised differently. We're not raised like Nigerians. We have different social norms, different etiquette, different humor, different boundaries, and a different cultural history. And we are not the same. And pretending we are is dishonest. Yes, we share African ancestry, but culture is not ancestry. Culture is upbringing. Black Americans have a distinct culture shaped by centuries of struggle, innovation, and survival in the United States. Our mannerisms, our speech, our worldview, all of that comes from our lived experience. So when someone uses our identity as a costume, it erases our uniqueness and disrespects the work we've done to build our global reputation. And that is a reputation that we are proud of. And just as a point of reference, because some of these people think they're being very, very clever, I started out by saying that it's documented. So that means that people know that you're faking. Let's be honest about the forces behind this. Global anti Blackness creates a hierarchy. Black Americans are seen as American first, while African immigrants are often treated as foreign or undesirable. So some individuals try to bypass that by claiming our identity. It is a survival strategy, but it comes at our expense. The biggest issue is the fallout. Black Americans get blamed for behavior we didn't commit. We get judged for attitudes we don't have. We get stereotyped based on actions that came from people pretending to be us. And when we travel, we have to work twice as hard to undo the damage. I remember a Nigerian who lives in America going to Italy. That was on YouTube a few years ago, and they were treating him like what he was, a Nigerian. And then all of a sudden, he started acting like a Black American, and their attitude toward him changed. And then he started acting entitled. This is when it does damage to us because we don't behave like that. So, what do Black Americans want? Black Americans want one simple thing: respect for our identity. If you're African, be African proudly. If you're Nigerian, be Nigerian proudly. But don't pretend to be us. And don't leave us to deal with the consequences of behavior we didn't commit. We are not the same. We are not socialized the same. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same mannerisms. We don't have the same thoughts. And we definitely don't have the same behavior. So we respect other people's identity. And all we're asking is that they respect ours as well. This conversation is not about division, it's about clarity. Black Americans have a right to protect our cultural identity and our global reputation. I guess the U.S. State Department is going to have to put out a PSA or travel advisory to other countries to be on alert for Africans and others pretending to be Black Americans. We are our own people. We actually have our own look. If people look closely, they will see there is a difference in how we look. Definitely a difference in how we behave, how we speak, and how we carry ourselves. And these are the very same people that'll jump up and tell Black Americans that we don't have culture. Well, how you behave is a part of your culture, it's a part of your upbringing, it's a part of your religious values. So you carry your culture with you every day. If you don't know how to behave when you go to another country, that's a reflection of your culture. And that is why I continue to say these people don't know what culture is, or they don't have a comprehensive understanding of what culture is. So countries are going to have to be on the lookout for this because it's unfair. It is damaging to our reputation, and it's unfair. It's wrong and it's unfair, and it needs to be stopped. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening. Give me a thumbs up and have a great day.